Well, hello, hello, hello. It is Friday. Um, Wanted to just talk to you a little bit about about change, right? Let's look at change. How change is such a I don't know like we all want change, but it makes it kind of gives it kind of gives the feeling that like you're having to fix something or kind of where you are. It's like coming when you want something different, right? Let's just look at the whys that you want something different for a second, or if we want to, are you looking at things that you want to change as you have to do it, you need to do it, or do you want to do it? So I talked about this a while ago about how when you can come from that, this is what you really want to do. This is where you want to, the direction you want to go, as opposed to I have to do this or I need to do this. The energy is really different. And beginning to sit with and being okay with gradual change. Um, you know, we all want to get there yesterday, right? And there's this theory that you underestimate where you can go long term, and you overestimate what you can do short term. So it's beginning to say, all right, like what little things, what gradual things can you begin to do for the change? Let's look at just the gradual little things. I mean, kind of think about this for a second. If we're looking at weight loss and we have this 12 months ahead of us, right, for a year, or even if you just want to look toward the, from July to December, right? There's what, July, August, October, there's 6 months ahead of us, okay? What's the gradual change that you can begin to look at? Say you looked at one thing a month. I used to do this system where I would kind of for 90 days try something. So I would kind of look like say, all right, I want to start going to when I started going back to the gym, that's what it was. It was like, okay, for 90 days I'm going, no matter what, no excuses, no nothing, right? Getting that habit embedded into me, 90 days. I didn't care if what that meant was one day I just put my shoes on and go, just like tap the door and go out. Like I wanted that that inbred in me as to what I wanted to do. And I do these 90-day things for myself. Now, does that mean after the 90 days I continue to do it? If it feels good to me, if it's the direction I want to go, yes. If it's not, then I don't. I reevaluate it a little bit. I kind of look at, did I follow through? Why didn't I follow through? So it's the gradual thing. So if you say you wanted to try something for 30 days, from now until the end of the year, you're going to like form 5 different gradual changes for yourself instead of looking at that big picture. It just gets so overwhelming sometimes to look at that, like, all right, I want to lose 40 pounds. And it's like, all right, but I got to do this. I don't know the how, I don't know this, I don't, and it's just like, and then you kind of start spinning into it. And again, I love how I begin to look at it is let's look at 5 pounds at a time. Let's look at no more than 10 pounds at a time. So it's, all right, how do I begin to look at losing 5 pounds at a time? It's, all right, well, I'll drink a little bit more water. I'll start to look at, what am I eating? What can I change? Can I look into fasting? So it's 5 pounds. And it's a gradual change into who it is you want to be. Again, I'm going to come back to this all the time. I met a woman a month ago, 2 months ago. She lost, I think, again, now I'm forgetting the number, but it was like 150 pounds, 160 pounds, something like that. It took her 10 years to do it. She just kept showing up. She just kept doing it. And it's the gradual little wins that get you where you want to go. It's when you sit there and you say, okay, now listen, I'm going to change. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to, give up flour and sugar. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to look at, some really planning it's like when we look at to do everything and then you're like, 3 days later, you're like, holy crap, like, no wonder why, right? You're coming from this place of trying to change everything instead of just beginning to look at, as I always say, little bite-sized pieces as to what it is that you can begin to do to find gradual change rather than, all right, I want it tomorrow and I, want it all to be wonderful and terrific. So just begin to look at the gradual things that, like the gradual changes. Don't look at that big picture quite yet. All right, a year from now, this is what I want to be, or 6 months, but today, this is what I can do today that's in my control. as to get to the gradual changes. And all those little gradual changes come up to to the goal as to where you want to be, right? I mean, that's really what it's all about. And giving yourself a break along the way, like the no judgments, the stop beating ourselves up. We're not going to get there beating ourselves up. Like, I don't know, there's just no other way around this. Beating yourself up is not going to get you on this journey. Saying to yourself, oh, I ate the whole bag of chips, and then saying, well, then I might as well do this. It's like saying, no, okay, you ate the bag of chips. Let's just keep moving. Let's get back on track. Let's look at how we can, use it as information. All right, what was going on during that time? Why did I eat the bag of chips? What was I not wanting to feel? What was I not wanting to do? Was I really hungry and the only thing that was around was a bag of chips? You know what I mean? So it's okay, so maybe I need to plan to have better food in the house. Or maybe I need to really look at the desire for that, because as you know, I've always say, the excuse of having, like the kids have the sugary stuff in the house, it's being in the presence of, the stuff and not wanting it. I always equate it to, like, if you're not a heroin addict, you can have heroin in the house. You're not going to do it, right? I mean, so it's like, all right, so begin to look at that. Look at your desires. Why are you doing? Love yourself through it. Again, it's just, this is the journey of self-love. This is a journey of being your own best friend. This is a journey of having your own back. This is a journey inward, not outward. It's really sitting with yourself. What do you want? Why do you want it? Are you committed to it? And again, really check in with that. Are you doing this because you want to, or are you doing it because you think you should? It's such a huge distinction. So gradual little changes every day, and not even every day, like I say, one a month, one every 90 days. I mean, I literally for 90 days, like, I set these things up, and I commit to it 100%, 90 days. I go through the ups and the downs of it, and then I reevaluate it, and to see, do I want to keep doing this? What do I need to change to keep doing it? Did I succeed at it? You know what I mean? And just keep looking at it. And that's all the weight loss game is. It's just figuring out what it is that you want. And again, now more than ever, everybody's so stressed. There's so much going on. There's just so much coming at us. Things are never going to be the way that they used to be, and that's not a bad thing. It really, really isn't. So it's, what do you want to do now? Start asking yourself that, that question. What is it you want to do? We tend to kind of, look at lives and begin to tell everybody what they need to be doing. And it's, what do we need to do? Step back for a little while. What is it I want to do? Where do I want to go? What's the gradual changes I can make? What's the little things that I can start doing for me that make a difference for me, so that I can show up in the world as the best version of myself? So that I can show up saying, hey, I know that it's not my job to tell anybody what they need to do or how they need to do it. My job is to listen to my own words as to what I'm telling everybody they should be doing, and start doing it. That's what it's all about. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Have the best day ever. And I will check in with you later. Have a fab day.